Hi everybody, this is John Lortz from DiscoverSkills.com, and earlier I learned that Microsoft released some critical updates to the Microsoft Windows operating system that fix some critical flaws in the Windows Media Player, specifically some security flaws. And what it's prompted me to do is to put together a little video just to remind you about the process of actually doing Windows updates. And so I just want to talk for a few minutes about Windows updates, which are a very, very important part of how you keep your computer safe on the internet. Now, the first thing is I'm using Windows 7 here, but this is going to be true also for Windows Vista and Windows XP. If you want to check on Windows updates, you can go down to your Start button, and then you go to your Control Panel. And inside your Control Panel, there's actually going to be a Windows Update icon that you can click and you can open. Now, the reason I'm bringing you in here is to mention to you that Windows updates on most people's computers are said to automatically happen. What happens is Microsoft, usually on a monthly basis, usually it's on a Tuesday of the month, releases any kind of updates that might fix certain Windows security flaws that they've run into. And almost every month they do this. Sometimes they're more critical than others, but the point is doing these updates or having these updates done are a very important part of keeping yourself safe. Now, most of you, again, have them set to automatically happen. And in fact, when you come into this window, you're going to see an option that has to do with changing your settings. And I'm going to click on that over here. And you can see inside this changing your settings, which, by the way, will look a little bit different on Windows XP and Windows Vista, but the premise is the same. It allows you to choose whether updates happen automatically, whether they are downloaded and then you have to say to go ahead and install them, or whether they are you have to actually tell Windows to download them and install them. And of course, you can also have it never check for updates, but that's not recommended. The point is that you should typically leave this at install updates automatically. That way they'll just happen when they're supposed to happen and you don't even really have to worry about it. Notice here too that I've got it set to check for updates every day at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have my computer on typically all the time, but if you're somebody who has it set for the middle of the night and you turn your computer off at night, rest assured that Windows will automatically check for the updates as soon as you turn your computer back on. Now, the point is you should have this set up to automatically check for and install updates. That's the easiest and safest thing to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and click my back button here up in the corner, and the other thing I want to mention to you, and I'm just going to show you this here, I actually this time had mine set just to download but then tell me when they were ready to update so that I could show you this. It says right here, install updates for your computer, and it says 7 important updates are available. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this actually takes me to the update window where I can go through and I can check mark the updates manually that I want to install. Now remember, again, if you've got this set to automatically happen, you're not even going to see this kind of stuff. It's just going to do it and you don't have to worry about it. But just in case you do ever have to come into this window and look at these updates, I wanted to mention a couple things here. First of all, each one of these updates, and you can see here as I click on them on this list, okay, over here on the right hand side you see more information about that particular update. For example, I'm going to come down and click on the second one here and then come over here, and it says that this is a security update for Windows 7 identified that could allow unauthorized remote attacker to compromise my system, and so on and so forth here. If I wanted to get more information, I could come down to this link here and go click, and then what's going to happen is, and I'll just pull this window over so you can see it, it's going to take me out to Microsoft's website where it actually displays the full Microsoft Security Bulletin. Whenever there are security updates, Microsoft puts out a bulletin that tells you all about the update. This particular bulletin is called MS-12-006. Okay, so the point is this, is that back here in our update window, if you don't have yours set to automatically happen, you will actually see a list of the updates that are available. You have to check mark them. Okay, and then come down to the corner and click OK, and then that will start the actual update. Okay, Again, the most important thing about all this, and I'm going to click the back button here, is that you do make this doing your Windows updates part of your regular security routine. It should be a part of the routine that also includes having a really good antivirus program and of course having your Windows firewall up and running to protect yourself from any incoming nasties that nasty people, I should say, that you don't want to access your computer. So that's just a quick little review of the Windows Update. Again, I was prompted to do that because Microsoft has come out with a security update today that's kind of critical, that people should be looking for. And I just want to make sure that everyone again has been refreshed on how to do a Windows Update. So this is John from DiscoverSkills.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, since we're already up to about 15 minutes here in this video recording, I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and we're going to make this part 1. And then what we're going to do in the next part when we talk about iTunes is we're going to take a look at a couple different ways to actually import or get your music into iTunes. And that includes going up and taking a look at the iTunes Store, ripping a CD, and also just importing media that you might already have. So, John Lorsch from DiscoverSkills.com, and I'll see you in part 2 of the video.